Hey, welcome to the Reddit time. I hope you're having a good day and let's hop into this thread. What looks easy peasy lemon squeezy but is actually difficult lemon difficult. Beekeeping. You see videos of these old dudes in their whales and beekeeping suits and it makes it seem so relaxing and easy. Turns out that bees aren't so good at finding enough food on their own and they can get sick really easy and in the winter they can mold. Have you ever seen moldy bees? Sometimes they're not even dead. It's still worth it though. Edit. Thank you so much, fellow beekeepers. I didn't have time to answer a lot of the questions, and in looking through the questions, I saw a wonderful, beautiful community bringing awareness and knowledge. The quote, "Have you ever seen moldy bees? Sometimes they're not even dead." What? Zombies? Digging. Anytime it's shown in movies or TV, it looks easy as fuck, but the second you have to grab a shovel and break dirt, blah. Here, just let me dig up this 6-foot deep grave with a shovel. 20 minutes later. Well, hold on. The Walking Dead is so guilty of this. They would have been overburying their dead by season 2. Maintaining friendships from high school or college after you graduate. People get so busy with work and starting their own families that friendships get put on the back burner. You stop talking to someone for a few months, then it suddenly hits you that you are no longer friends with the person. Reach back out though. Everyone understands and I've rekindled and kept in touch intermittently with so many amazing people. Yes, we are not best friends who talk every day, but if shit went down, I could give them a call and vice versa, and when we do get together, it's a great time. Actually doing things. In theory, it's simple. Just do the thing. In reality, I procrastinate until I hate myself. Self-discipline is the single hardest skill to master in this world that makes it so easy to just not. The 4 laundry baskets full of clean clothes sitting in my bedroom would agree with you. Natural makeup. More work than regular makeup. To be honest, this reminds me of a video I watched of a visual effects artist explaining his job. If no one notices you work on the footage, you've done your job well. It's only when you mess up do people notice. Street names. Everyone thinks it's great fun and likes to offer suggestions, but every tree, lake and other natural feature has at least a dozen variations which you can't repeat for emergency service reasons. That's when you get cities which want a street name change anytime the road changes direction regardless of a logical breakpoint like an intersection. I legit thought you meant street names like Lil T or Fingers. Yeah, you gotta watch out for fingers, it does unspeakable things. Writing a 250-word open-ended reflection where you're expected to be creative. All I want as a grad student is some goddamn structure and also a rubric. As you progress through the levels of degrees, it is supposed to become more abstract. High school. You're basically just reciting the book. Highly structured, just follow directions. Bachelor's degree. Reciting parts of the book and generating some original thoughts within a guideline. Master's degree. Capable of independent thought, only referencing knowledge from the book and applying that knowledge in unstructured ways. Philosophy degree. You wrote the book. Losing weight. Changing habits is hard. People tend to mistake simple things for being easy. Well said, and very true with weight loss. It's simple but damn it ain't easy. I still don't understand why. I see how my habits affect my weight, but sometimes I just fall off the wagon even though I hate myself for it. Psychology is weird. Those capture scenes on Google. I can honestly never read them and the website always thinks I'm a robot. Maybe you are a robot. Making lemonade. Sure, squeezing 1 lemon is easy peasy, but do you know how much juice it makes? Not a lot. Filling the rest with sugar. It's the American way. Or just use country time lemonade, there is nothing close to a lemon in it. I use a wheelchair and people usually don't believe me when I say that getting around can be difficult, because many of them think that pushing a wheelchair is easy. They literally tell me this. The scene is when you use a wheelchair all day and it is basically your only means of transportation, it looks more natural. This becomes a problem when I point out accessibility problems. They often don't believe me because they see how I can navigate and assume that it's easy just because I make it look easy. And your arms gotta be ripped by now. My arms went from flab to fab. In the first 2 months I had to use my wheelchair. On the downside, my legs did the opposite. Doctors hate him for this one-word trick. Get absolutely shredded following this crash course. Folding fitted sheets. I've watched instructional videos that make it look so easy, but they always just end up with a crumpled up mess and that's how it gets put away. The real trick is to only own 1 sheet, so as soon as it comes out of the wash you immediately put it back on the bed and never need to even attempt folding it. I have a modified version of this. Where I change the sheets, let the dirty ones sit on my floor for a week when my dog will sleep, then wash them. Repeat. I'll bet your dog adores you for that. Fuck your duvet covers, fuck your heart. Edit. Holy crap, I thought it was just me that had lifelong problems with them. Rip inbox and massive thanks for the golden silver. I get in the doorway like a mole and grab and pull until everything is laid pancake perfect, then I crawl out. Writing a post or comment on Reddit that gets recognition. No, it's like carpet bombing. Throw a lot out there, some of them hit. My comment history is a zillion 1-point comments and the occasional 7,000 upvote hit. And frankly, it's a lot less about my own cleverness and more about being positioned in a popular thread. Look up my top comment of all time to see what I mean. It was a kick smart said on to something someone else said, but it was in a great thread full of funny stuff. Finding the person I always saw myself falling in love with. I use the person that person is going to fall in love with. Damn, my soul hurts. I have empathy pain now. A basic physical exam at the doctor. Looks like a simple look at the throat, listen to the chest, yup, they have a heart alright, when in actuality doctors spend thousands of hours practicing it so that when you come in with a murmur of funny looking kid syndrome, they can recognize it immediately. And yes, there are entire class sections on how to respectfully ask your patient to turn their head and cough as you push on their balls. They are looking for hernias. I swear this isn't what it looks like. He is helping me study for a test. Finding a career you'll want to go to every day that won't crush your soul. Remember when you were young and teachers told you that you could be whatever you wanted to be? Yeah, not so realistic when you want to pay bills and maybe have a little beer money too. I didn't go to college and struggle with the thought of not being able to have a lateral career move without a degree, but then I see my friends absolutely floundering with their student loan payments and think maybe I don't have it so bad after all. All the feels for this. I only wish I hadn't bought into the college is the only way to go mentality. By 21, my life goal was to not be miserable and everyone assumed I was depressed as all hell, but this is what I meant is finding some sort of career where I didn't want to blow my head off just having to show up to work every day. One of the things I sincerely wish I had discovered earlier was that college doesn't guarantee you that pass. It took me 4 tries for a proper degree and another try at the tech school to discover that what makes me happy is farming. Like literally I was gifted a dozen chickens and was like this. The simple life. Digging in the dirt and raising animals, and it's hard, and so far I still struggle with the beer money, but I'm happy and I love my damn birds so much. Just wish I would have found this before I took out $10,000 in student loans, which I know is a small amount by comparison, but still hands over my head. Flying remote-controlled helicopters. It looks so effortless when watching seasoned flyers, but in reality it's like balancing a marble on an upturned bowl. I'll never forget the time I went out and bought a decently priced helicopter. 5 minutes into setting it up, I didn't even get it 3 feet off the floor before I smashed it into a chair, destroying the rotor blades. I tried maybe like 5-6 more times before I gave up, and now it hangs in my garage as a monument to my failure. Apparently figuring out what the opposite of easy peasy lemon squeezy would be. A roughy toffee lemon puffy. A hotty totty lemon shotty. Loose juice lemon juice. Dimple pimple lemon not simple. Heart fart lemon tart. Drawing something from memory, like a bird or something. In mind. Yep, that's a bird. On paper. That's a bird? Draw squiggly lines far away in the horizon. Birds. Reminds of the bicycle challenge. Go draw a bicycle from memory right now. Just take a pencil and paper or open paint at this very moment and draw with your mouse. Turns out everyone knows what a bicycle looks like, but almost nobody can draw it correctly without looking it up before. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you sharing your valuable time with me today. In one of the last comments I read, people were giving their examples of the opposites to easy peasy lemon squeezy. You can also give your examples in the comments down below, and maybe we'll choose the best one. Also subscribe to my channel, give me a big thumbs up, and see you in the next video.